Hello, everyone. This is MMA Interesting Prospects podcast. Today, our guest is Mateusz Duczmal, who will fight on OKTAGON 68, March 8th. Hello, Mateusz. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Just finished training,
And
recently. Yeah.
and in just few weeks we will fight in OKTAGON against really I think a good opponent. He's 6-0. He got
Mm.
experienced. So if you can tell me, what do you think about him as the opponent, and do you think that he will be a biggest challenge of your MMA career?
I'm trying not to think about him. I'm trying to focus on myself. He got good record, but if I compare myself to the people he already fought, I'm on the different level than them. So I expect him to be you know, a good striker. He's a good striker, decent, mobile. But I don't think he possessed like threat of wrestling or grappling. And he was inactive for like almost 2 years now. And yeah, I didn't fight for like since April last year, but unfortunately because of the cancellations and pull out of from few shows. But I just expect a good fight, and obviously I'm gonna win. I want to win, and that's my goal.
And you have this kind of record that you finish everybody quite quickly. So if you can add this kind of name to your record, I think that much more people will talk about you as the like really big prospect in light heavyweight division.
Yeah, obviously the Octagon is a good stage, so uh, for me it's a good platform to grow. So I'm happy that I can fight for them. Unfortunately, I supposed to make my debut in December, but I think every fight is different. But if I can compare, I think the Montagnac was a much better opponent than we saw. Like stylistically, like where is the matchup for me? Like I think I can stay if the fight is on the feet. I can mingle with anyone. If that makes sense. I can fight with anyone who is wants a striking match. Like that's what I feel comfortable with, and that's I feel like a shark. So it's all good. If someone possesses a wrestling threat and like some grappling threat, then obviously it's a different kind of fight. But obviously, I'm not a Thai boxer anymore, so I'm training MMA. I'm becoming a fully like equipped martial artist, like mixed martial artist. So I'm improving every day with all of the training I do in Manchester, Subzone, and in my gym in Leeds. So I'm just want to fight the best guys in Octagon, like climb the ladder.
And do you have like one fight on your contract with OKTAGON?
No, it's a free fight contract. It's a multi-fight deal. So hopefully after a few good wins, we can sit down and get a better deal for myself.
And of course, OKTAGON is like one of the best European promotion. They've got a lot of talents. But actually, I thought that maybe for you, there like few months ago, there would be a chance to go to KSW because they have like few the fighters from the striking sport like Szpilka, Głowacki, Wrzosek,
Mhm.
Patruski. So they bring the very good strikers to MMA. So I thought that it can be like the chance for you. But either way, you like ended in a really big promotion, so it's like obviously good for you.
Yeah. I'm happy where I am now. I got good place to like develop my skills and like grow. And I think like Octagon is really like one of the biggest promotions in Europe, and I'm happy with it. Obviously, KSW for every like Polish fighter or Polish like MMA fan, it's a place to be. So maybe in the future that'll be great, but we'll see what's gonna happen. Now I'm only focused on my fight, and I just want to bring the win, and we'll see what's next.
And you also were on the list, the potential fighters who can fight for Global Fight League. Yesterday there was a draft. And did you think that there will be a chance for you to fight in this like tournament?
So you see, like that was a bit of a like misunderstanding and a bit of a like it's kind of interesting story. But long story short, it was I think they approached me some time ago, and they were just like starting. or maybe even I send my like kind of like a fight CV or whatever, and then they offer me a contract, but it's nothing like guarantee. So they said it's gonna be a draft. I didn't really understand like how that's gonna work and stuff. And then they started to sign like so many fighters and stuff. And at some point, I got the offer from the OKTAGON because like on the regional like scene in UK, like it was very hard for me to find a match. Like almost like no one wants to fight me, which was like bizarre because I was like trying to get some more experience, like some cage time, but I just like couldn't get on any shows. So because of that, uh, we were looking international. I fought on PML, which was a good doors to OKTAGON. And then like they came back with a contract offer, and I informed GFL straight away that because in the contract is saying like until the draft results, you can fight for any different organizations. They not kind of like block you or anything. And they been honest with me. They said because of your lack of experience, because like on the paper I only have my record is 3-1 because one fight was flagged on topology, which is not my business because I just fight whoever is in front of me. If someone, I don't pick my opponents. That was the promoter who picked that opponent for me. I knocked him out and get my check and went home. So on the paper, like I said, I'm 3-1. So they said because of my lack of experience, it's gonna be like probably slim chances for me to get in the draft. So they advised me to sign with OKTAGON, and I was like, okay, so I'm gonna sign with OKTAGON, and then I don't know if that was someone over there like didn't do his research or whatever, but they posted that I'm signed with them like few days ago, whatever. And obviously OKTAGON wasn't happy about it, and I need to like talk to them. My manager need to like tell them that it was like misunderstanding and all of that. But like end of the day, I'm signed with OKTAGON. I have 3 fights. I need to fulfill my contract, and then we'll see what's next. I think that's a very interesting project, GFL, and I hope they're gonna do well because it's. I think for fighters it's better if it's like more organizations that can pay them, and then get like high level fights. So yeah, I wish them all the best, and maybe in the future. I'm still young. I'm still like consider myself as a good prospect for light heavyweight division. So maybe in the future, that was always something that I aim for to fight in states. So why not?
Yes, and they actually got the quite cool roster, but it's like a little bit nostalgic one because there are a lot of fighters from like 10 or 15 years ago, or probably even more. Like even Shogun Hua was selected, so it's kind of crazy because he was a Pride Grand Prix champion 20 years ago.
Yeah, even like Gustafsson is there, like some like guys that actually like retired and now they are kind of like coming back. So not gonna lie, I think they financially the offer was very, very tempting, and probably for the more experienced fighters, is even more. So they must have like some good funding behind them or something. So I think more organizations is better. So it's PFL, UFC, OKTAGON. Unfortunately, we don't have Bellator anymore, but KSW, like all of Cage Warriors, like it's better for us for fighters to have more places where we can like showcase our skills.
Yes, yes, definitely. And about your beginnings in the combat sport, was it like kickboxing or Muay Thai the first combat that you ever trained, or did you have any like previous background as even as the kid?
No, no, no. I started quite late, to be honest. Like when I was like 16, I joined my like first like Muay Thai gym. Like before, obviously, like I don't know, maybe I did 1 or 2 classes of Taekwondo, but I didn't like it. So then I fall in love in Muay Thai when I was 16, and then start competing since I was 17. So yeah, after then obviously it's like a snowball effect. So you do like all of the regional competitions and amateur world championship, then you turn pro, and then you don't even realize that you have 5 fights in MMA and 55 as a pro in Muay Thai and 5 world titles on your account.
So it was
That's my story.
so it was like love from the first sight, right? Like the Muay Thai after the first training, you know that it will be your sport.
Yeah. It was. I always liked the hard hard style, like the exchanges and toughness. The K1 Grand Prix and like from 90s and all of the tournaments later. So that was something that I wanted to do. And that was a very good gym at the time when I was like, because I'm from the very like small town from Poland. So in my area, that was a very good gym because the coach was Belarusian from the Chinook gym in Minsk. So one of the like very, very good Thai boxing gyms in Belarus. So someone to that like teach me a lot of things that I use even until now. So it was a very good place that developed lots of skills. And obviously, then I went to Thailand. I lived in Thailand for 1.5 years, almost in total. So yeah, but I was always like trying to. I was thinking about MMA, but obviously, when I have a career as a striker, as a kickboxer, K1 or Muay Thai, I was only like dipping my toes and then like going back to my comfort zone. But then I decided like at some point that I want to do MMA because then later on maybe I would regret that I never tried it. So yeah, that's why I mean, and it's a new challenge. It's like lots of more things to think about, and yeah, I love it so far.
And when you were in Thailand, did you fight against like Thai fighters? Because usually the fighters from Thailand are like from the smaller weight classes, and you are quite a big
Yeah,
fighter.
yeah, when I was living in Thailand, I was not that big. I think I was able to cut weight to 79 kilo, but still, I think I fought like few times, but they were like not like not very like decorated champions or anything. So most of the fights were with the people from abroad. And they used to send me to China. Well, that was before COVID time, so the Kunlun, like all of those like tournaments were still on. So I was doing loads of fights over there. Yeah, that's. I fought in few stadiums, but as a heavyweight class, you don't really have that many opportunities to fight in Thailand.
And you also fought in Letway, right?
No, no, never did that way. No, 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 no. Thanks God, like I like my face.
Yes,
Don't
yes,
want to get smashed with the head, but
yes. It seems to be a really brutal sport, probably one of the most brutal.
yeah, I think it's just different rule set. You just need to adjust with another weapon, which is like probably in the clinch. You can use the head effectively, and also I think they don't wear gloves. They have like ropes or whatever. So I don't really follow it much.
And do you like watching like bare knuckle boxing, either from like BKFC or even in Poland, Gromda?
Not really. Nah. I like to if I watch, I like to watch like high level MMA or something that I can like learn from it. I can pick up some skills, and I like to watch like one championship. I like Muay Thai with smoke gloves. It's very interesting.
And if you can tell me about your gym that right now you are training in, and who you've got there as the coaches, and also the like main sparring partners for you.
So no, mainly I train in Manchester. I train in Subzone, which is the coach is Kam Atakaru. He's a very good high level wrestling coach, one of the best. He used to run a gym called ASW, but they moved in, changed location and changed the name. And the sparring partners. So we have Geoffrey Holton. He's a RFFC fighter. He's signed with them. He got like few fights over there, few knockouts. Very good heavyweight, and it's more grapplers over there, more like wrestlers. That's something that I need. So because of my experience in striking, I can like adjust. Obviously, I still need to do some hard work and still need to like learn some like other tactics for MMA. But for me, the thing that I need to do the most is like blend everything in and do the wrestling. So I have lots of like good high level wrestlers over there, and guys from Birmingham are coming very often. So Leon Edwards, Fabian, and was Yanni Bahati. I have Brandon Guest, who is from Magda Casey Gym. Yeah, so also I train elites in IMA where I'm a striking coach as well. So Liam Khan is my grappling coach. He's a high level black belt. Yeah, we have lots of bodies that come here like Ash, like high level like Ashley Williams and like some magicians, like jiu-jitsu. So also good for me to learn those skills. Not it's not really my style. I don't want to like I don't need to be a submission grappler because I'm not never gonna close that gap if that makes sense. But I can be a good like stuffing the takedowns and good defensive wrestler. I'm gonna rely on my striking. Not gonna lie. That's what I want to do.
It's a little bit like Rosaldo. He's almost impossible to take down.
Yeah, if I achieve that level of anti-wrestling then and anti-grappling, that would be great. That would be great. To keep the fight on the feet, I feel very comfortable.
And probably when you are in the cage, you know that in just 10 or 15 seconds, your opponent, doesn't matter how good he will be in his striking department, he will want to take you on the ground.
Yeah, that's why I prefer to fight in a bigger cage, because like on those like regional shows, like few times the cage was so small that they just like they have five at the beginning of the fight, they do one step forward and you're already on the cage. So yeah, but cage wrestling it's also something that I really enjoy, and I think it's hard to take me down on the cage. It's like yeah, but yeah, obviously like I know everyone's gonna try to take me down, but like every fight starts on the feet and every round starts on the feet. So I can use my feints, I can use my movement, my footwork. So they have a dilemma first. Yeah, I'm starting where I'm comfortable.
And about like grappling, what is the toughest part for you to learn or even to use in the like training room?
Uh, I wouldn't say it's like any part that I really dislike or like don't enjoy, but like pure grappling, you see, and I think that's like something that people sometimes like don't understand. Like pure grappling, pure jiu-jitsu is not really like that useful in MMA because MMA is different because you get punched in the face. So sometimes if you create the space that you think you can create some space like scramble and create some space like in jiu-jitsu or wrestling, like if you create that space, I have the space to punch, or to elbow you from the top. So for me, the most important thing is to focus on if the fight go on the ground is to quickly go back on my feet. But if I'm taking someone down, I've landed on the ground. I want to have like a good top control and ground and pound. Like I don't really like want to be good in submissions. Obviously, I take it when it's there, but need to be like 99% of chance that I'm gonna finish and I'm gonna lose the position.
And actually, you have a really good ground and pound, but probably for your opponent, it would be like maybe not this opponent, but opponent after this, it would be like a really big surprise if you go for the takedown.
Yeah, you see, like I didn't have many chances to show my like grappling game so far. So I keep evolving and keep getting better. So maybe one day, if like if that's gonna be a good tactic decision to like fight with someone and take him down, I'm gonna go for it. I think I'm like in some time I'm gonna be so complete that I can fight in any position. I can fight on the ground. I can fight from my back. I can fight on top of someone. I don't really like think that's gonna be a problem.
And actually, in the last few years, the kickboxers were really successful in MMA because, of course, like Alex Pereira, Israel Adesanya, but even like Cedric Doumbé from PFL or the fighter from the UFC, Cesar Almeida, who actually beat
Mhm.
Pereira in one kickboxing fight. So it like a few years ago that not many people would think that the kickboxers could be as successful as they are right now. But now I think that with the like even this good takedown defense, it's the style really hard to beat, especially in the like higher weight classes.
Yeah, exactly. Like sometimes they're saying like higher weight classes, less skills, but I don't really agree with that statement. But what I think is like the kickboxing and like striking also have different styles. So some people are gonna be successful, like Poetan is very successful because he's a very good counter fighter and he got like a very good presence and push. Like he's like making them hesitate. He's always in front of you and giving you false confidence and false like sense of distance. Like you think further away than he actually is, because he always brings that foot forward and he's very good on pull counters and stuff. Yeah. But like some other, like Israel Adesanya was always a very good counter puncher, and with small gloves suits him better because he can, do more damage. With the big gloves, it was like he never had like a one punch knockout or something. Yeah. But obviously with the 4 ounce gloves, it's devastating when you get hit, from someone that is like striking all his life. But like some styles, like pure Dutch style, like Gokhan Saki used to be in UFC, and he didn't have much success because that style is not really, good for MMA. Same like pure Muay Thai wouldn't be good for MMA because you put your weight on your back, like, and you just open for every takedown. So I think, just like adjustments and make things work. And like Miko Krokop before, like back in the days, he was also coming from kickboxing background, but he was one of the best. Like the sprawl that he had was one of the best ever. So that's the thing is like to pick up few things that you need to work on and focus on those defenses. I don't like someone like me. I don't need to learn like all of like jiu-jitsu submissions or defenses. I just need to focus on the few that are gonna work for me and use them all the time.
Do you have a fighter from the like an organization, but it can be from the UFC that you would like to fight, even as the like dream fight scenario?
Not really, no. I'm just, I'm always like, I'm not trying to go too much like further. I'm always, in the future, I'm always focusing on the what is in front of me. So, not really, no. I would like to fight best people possible, and I think with every fight, I'm gonna get better and better and better. So then, like, sky is the limit.
And before your fights, of course, that you have this kind of crazy background in Muay Thai. But right now for MMA, do you feel some pressure or stress before going to the cage?
Yeah, but I was feeling this. I'm very familiar with it because I was feeling the same when I was doing the Thai boxing fights or kickboxing fights. And I think every fighter is stressed. It's not something that, maybe some psychos, but normally I think it's everyone is stressed. Like you put your health in a line, and some stupid thoughts like always gonna like, appear in your head. But the whole point of fighting is to control your emotions and control those stupid thoughts and don't get them paralyze you and like kind of like affect your performance. So that's the biggest challenge actually. It's not most of the time you're not fighting someone, you're fighting yourself, your doubts. So I really enjoy that to, overcome my own like doubt and stuff. That's something that is like helping you not only in like octagon or ring, but also in life in the future.
And outside of MMA, when you have a bit more of the free time, what do you like to do?
Sure, I don't really have much time because I'm constantly training myself for the fights, and also like I'm doing a bit of like personal trainings and PTs to keep without, because when I'm not fighting, obviously I need to do the classes. I need to and I have like like quite big amateur team, few talented guys in IMA that I'm spending a lot of time with and trying to teach them, and I'm always in the gym actually. But like if I have some time, I like to spend it with my fiance and just chill and nothing crazy, and with my son, and that's it. I'm a really chill guy. I don't really need to like any like super adventures. Like staying home.
And after your career will be done, so not now, but after like many years, do you plan to be like full time like kickboxing coach? Like this will be your like full time job?
Yeah, probably like MMA coach. I think, yeah, probably. Like I want to stay around. I want to stay, busy and stay active because that's also challenging to be a coach because you need to change your perspective because not everyone thinks the same like you, and obviously you can like create the fighters and give them the same skill sets and attributes that you have. So, for example, if I have like someone that is short, I can't really like teach him the way that I fight because he's not gonna be able to use that. I need to adjust and adapt. So yeah, it's very very like challenging, but also like very fun. So and I like giving people some tips and advice, and then see them like performing and using the technique that I teach them. It's really satisfying. So yeah, I think I'm always gonna be around this sport because obviously yeah, I love it. So it's gonna be hard to not fight, but probably I'm gonna find something that I'm gonna do instead. I hope so. I guess.
So maybe like the gym after many years, you will open your own one.
Yeah, that's also an idea. If I'm gonna stay in UK or maybe I'm gonna go somewhere else. The life is like always uh, unpredictable, so we'll see what's gonna happen.
So you have like a little bit like the nomadic life, right? You lived in Poland, in Thailand, in UK right now. So
Yeah,
we don't know what's gonna be next for you.
yeah, but it's good because then the life keep you on your toes, and kind of like I like to travel. I like to see places. So because of my fighting career, I was able to travel to many countries that I probably would never see if I would be a normal regular guy that works from 8 to 5 in the office or something. So yeah, it is something that gives you opportunities, and I'm grateful for it.
Do you have a country that you'd like to travel to, not to live in this country, but just to travel for a few weeks?
I love Thailand. I've been in Thailand for so many like such a long time. So I really like, enjoyed it. So if I could now take my fiance and go there, I'll just stay there. But it's hard because it's hard to find a work there as a non-Thai, and if you don't speak the language, and if you're not you can teach English, but obviously if that's not your first language, and that's not my first language, so it would be difficult. But just for a holiday, if I can choose one destination that I want to go, it would probably be there, and maybe Japan, because I've never been in Japan yet.
And I have one last question for the end of the conversation. If you can learn one skill, but outside of anything connected with combat sports, what kind of thing would you like to learn and know?
Uh, oh, that's a good question, actually. Uh, I always like been. I see my girlfriend, my fiance. She's Italian, so I'm trying to learn the language, but it would be easier if I can just like install it in my head because it's like time consuming. So that would be nice. I think. I obviously like it would be nice to speak more than 2 or 3 languages. Like be, you know maybe with the AI and future we'll see what's gonna happen. It's interesting.
Okay, Mateusz, so many thanks for the time and for the conversation. I
No
hope
problem.
that you will win this fight and two more fights in the octagon with like higher level of competition, just to allow you to grow as the MMA fighter.
Thank you. That's what I'm aiming for, just to get on the top. So that's my goal, and I'm also grateful for the opportunity to make this interview happen. So thank you.